YouTube, what it do? It's your boy King Voss, man, and I'm back at it again with another video. Appreciate y'all for checking out my video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on all my socials. Y'all be blessed. Peace.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next is the Jets veteran running back. A lot to like from his showing last week. Well over 100 yards in a pair of scores. It's the Jets and the Bengals. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Hi. The Jets offense coming in at 0-2, trying to get things going after a sluggish start. And they are led by this man in his 5th season at running back. Off to a strong start here the first couple of weeks with back-to-back good games.
Yeah, he's come in with a new and improved attitude. You can see it by the way he's using his vision and hitting the holes with force.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. The Jets at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 134 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. on first down. They'll go to the ground attack. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
And we talked earlier in those first couple of weeks about how he fits in with this new offense. He's insisted he can be the lead guy. He just needs to carry.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off. Big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
The defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with their 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
Well, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 117 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. A second down and 6. Now Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
High-powered offenses that you face, and analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Wilson. This pass complete to Ruckert. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, the Bengals had the remarkable run to the Super Bowl last year, but one team that gave them trouble were these New York Jets. You might remember back in Week 8, it was the Jets rallying behind backup Mike White, who threw for 405 yards and 3 touchdowns, and a 34-31 New York victory. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of
quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Love has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 183 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in there. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, my goodness, how about this start to a season? I mean, it doesn't get much better. 2 touchdowns, remember, last week in the opener. 3 more here. This is some kind of pace to put yourself on.
Are we going to go ahead and look at...
In is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has had a whale of a game. In the 3rd quarter, you're already over 200 yards. I don't know what more he can do at this point.
Not a whole lot, and what he has found is that zone that we always talk about, where every carry feels great. Every carry potentially is a sprint to the end zone, and all he wants to do is ride it as long as this game goes on.
Yeah, now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe. And he's taken down, but able to slip across this Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Now Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Holding offense.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right? Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
It's week 4 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Jets veteran running back, coming off a historic game, topping Adrian Peterson's 2007 mark of 296 rushing yards. It's the Jets and the Steelers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jets offense ready to get things started, coming off their first win of the season a week ago. And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back. He had the game to end all games last week, did he not? I mean, every time we looked up, it seemed like he was in the end zone.
And let's face it, I didn't want to look up. I was enjoying what I was seeing on the field. Now, it's highly unlikely that he does it again, that type of a game, but maybe a couple of touchdowns? I think that's within reach.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Not just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. To throw is Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll run on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And New York set to take the field.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Wilson on the hook up to Davis. 1st down, Jets.
In 2021, Corey Davis made the move from the Tennessee Titans to the New York Jets. But injuries limited him to only 9 games. When healthy, though, he had begun to show the promise that made him a top 5 pick by the Titans. A promising rep there, getting a 1st down. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete.
And 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
To throw again is Wilson. Got a man, it's picked. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only.
On 1st down, Wilson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon.
Nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
A final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Throwing is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's really feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And able to connect with Berrios.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Miles Jack with a big-time hustle play there as he backs the offense up.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. A nice throw there
On the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But
remember for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Pittsburgh, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop